Mike's Place, A Way to Learn by Miguel Perez. Today's topic, present simple or simple present. We use the simple present tense to talk about or describe habits on changing situations in other truths and fixed arrangements. My parents wake up at 6 o'clock. People visit the city hall every day. I live on Hudson Road. The teams play tomorrow. The structure for the simple present tense is as follows. We are going to have a subject or pronoun, a base form verb, and a complement. Our pronouns are going to be I, you, he, she, it, you, we, and they. The teachers have a meeting on Fridays. We live on Hudson Avenue. When referring to the third person singular form or the pronouns he, she, or it, the verb will add s, es, or ies depending on the verb you are using. For example, Marianne watches TV in the living room. Steve plays soccer on weekends. My son studies music with a private teacher. The endings s, es, or ies are only used in affirmative sentences and affirmative long answers. To change a simple present statement to the negative form, to a question form, or to give a long negative complete answer, we need to use auxiliaries do or does. Do is used with the pronouns I, you, they, and we only, and does is used with the pronouns he, she, or it. Verbs ending in tch, ch, sh, x, z, double z, s, double s, and o will add es when using affirmative sentences and affirmative long answers. My little sister marches like a soldier. Susanna watches movies on weekends with her brothers. The teacher quizzes his students every Friday. My grandmother kisses her grandchildren. Robert goes to the park every day. Verbs ending in a final y with a consonant before it will change the y to an I and will add es. The baby cries at night. Brenda studies music on weekends. The boy bullies his classmates at school. But you have to be careful. If your verb ends in a final y, but with a vowel before it, you will just add is to the verb if the subject is he, she, or it. For example, my sister plays in the backyard every day. My dog enjoys swimming in the ocean. My mom buys her groceries in the supermarket. Notice that play, enjoy, and buy, all of them end in a Y, but before them we have a vowel, so we are adding only S to the verb. If the verb does not end in any of the above rules, you will only add S to the verb. For example, George makes delicious cakes. Pamela sings in the state chorus. Jim loves to swim in the ocean. Marcela walks really fast. Now let's take a look to how the auxiliaries do and does are used. Do, do not, and don't is only used only with the pronouns I, you, they, and we. The students have lunch in the school's cafeteria. The students don't have lunch in the school's cafeteria. Do the students have lunch in the school's cafeteria? Yes, the students have lunch in the school's cafeteria. No, the students don't have lunch in the school's cafeteria. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Notice that do or don't are only used with negative sentences, questions, negative long answers, and short answers. Now let's take a look at some examples with does and doesn't. My brother plays video games in the living room. My brother doesn't play video games in the living room. Does your brother play video games in the living room? No, my brother doesn't play video games in the living room. Yes, my brother plays video games in the living room. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Notice that does or doesn't are only used with negative sentences, questions, negative long answers, and short answers. For the third person singular form, the verb will add an is, and also for the affirmative long complete answer, the verb will add an is. Mike's Place, A Way to Learn by Miguel Perez.